Okay, so in this tutorial, we'll basically understand how to approach this problem. It is in 75th problem of LeetCode, which is sort colors. In this, basically, we need to sort zeros, ones, and twos. This is basically the problem. We need to sort zeros, ones, and twos. Okay, so the first approach which comes into our mind is that sorting. Okay, so in we can do it like directly arrays dot sort nums. So this will give us the answer. This is the first approach which will take n log n as the time complexity, and which is not as good as O of n. So we'll try to make this problem in O of n time complexity. Okay, so this is the first approach, which is the direct approach, which would not be accepted by the interviewer. So we will start and make sure that the complexity is O of n, right? So what would be the logic is, we will first count the number of zeros here. Okay, we'll count the number of zeros. After that, we'll count the number of ones, and after that we will have a for loop in which we will place the number of zeros in that array. After that, after zeros we'll place the number of ones into that array, and the remaining position would be filled by twos, right? So this would be our approach. So let's start. First of all, I'll have a for loop, a simple for loop. So let's take first the uh, integers. 0 equals to 0, int 1 equals to 0. We need not take two, we need not the number of twos, because the remaining elements would be the twos. Okay, so let's start. For this, I'll count the number of zeros and ones. Okay, if nums of I equals to 0, we will increment 0, right? Else if, again we'll take if nums of I equals to 1, we will increment the count of 1. Okay, we need not to count the twos because the remaining elements will be 2. Okay, so let's just see how we would approach the next thing. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll have a for loop which would be starting from 0th element, and which would end till the number 0, right? Till that 0th element, I'll add in that array 0 nums of I equals to 0. Not I, will take another e plus plus equals to 0. Okay, int e equals to 0. So till the how many zeros we have? Two zeros. So this would be sorted. Let's run our program and see if the zeros are sorted or not. Okay, so you can see that the zeros are sorted in our output. Okay, so now we need to sort the ones. Okay, so what I'll do is, I will have another for loop which would be starting from 0, and which would be ending 0 plus 1, right? So so nums of e plus plus would be 1, right? Now the last for loop would be the remaining, for the remaining twos. So it would be starting from int I equals to 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, which would be ending till the last nums dot length I plus plus, and the nums of e plus plus would be e 2, right? So in this way we will sort these elements. Let's see if it's running fine. Yeah, it's running fine. Okay, what I did is basically, uh, I took two integers 0 and 1. I counted how many zeros are there in the array, and how many ones are there in the array. After that, what I did is, I took a for loop from 0 to the 0th element, and incremented how many zeros are there into that. Okay, after that I had from 0 to the 0 plus 1, and in that I incremented 1, and the remaining part would be obviously 2. So from 0 plus 1 element to the last of the array, I put 2 in the array. Okay, so in this way we have solved this problem sort colors. Let's submit this and see if it's working fine. Yeah, it's working fine. It's taking faster than 100% solutions, and also it's O of n solution and O of 1 space solution. Yeah, thank you for watching.